Okay, my love. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently. I am going to have the front view for you so you could see the whole table. And I have not shuffled the cards yet, so I'm going to go ahead and take my time shuffling them. And we're just going to get into the reading. So I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do it month by month. And we're going to start off with January. And I'm going to pull oracle cards and tarot for you. I have two different tarot decks that I'm going to use just to so I could get some additional insight. But I'm going to shuffle the cards. That one's done. With the intention of the order that the cards are in now. I'm not going to reshuffle for every month, okay? So I'm just setting the intention that as the cards are done being shuffled, that this is the way that I'm going to pull them, and everything that is meant to be is there, and we're just going to trust the order that Spirit places them. So that just kind of makes it a little bit easier on me. Okay. When the cards do that, like when they're ready to flip over, that's how I know they're done. Oh, okay, okay. All right, let me push you back just a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna dive in. Let me show you what decks I'm working with, just so you know. So the tarot decks I'm gonna be working with, the Dutch Waite, okay? The Spacious Tarot, which is this one. Healing with the Angels, this one. And the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, which is one of my newest decks, and it is so good. I've been using it on myself, and it is so intuitive. So those are the decks I'm working with, just in case you wanted to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull our cards. So we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna just do the first 6 months in this video, and then the next video, this is gonna be a 3-part video. The next one will be the following 6 months. So let's just do this. Let's do 1 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3s. Let's do it like that. Spirit wants 2, 3, 3. 1 and 2, 3, 3. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. So we'll leave these off to the side so that they don't get in the way. Okay, my love. So we have our cards here. So this is 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Okay. Woo! Get ready. This is gonna be a long video. Okay. So January, we have January for you. So we have dreams, grief, vanity. We have the Tower card, the 3 of Pentacles. There's that Hierophant we were just talking about. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the Lover. Okay, so first off, with January coming up with the theme of dreams, To me, I feel you're going to be entering the new year with a lot of hopes and a lot of, I feel like it's going to be, the word that comes to mind is hesitant excitement. Okay. So I feel like you want to get excited and you want to have your hopes and your dreams and some wishes for the new year, but you're also very hesitant. So the energy I feel with the cards is telling me that you want to be excited for the new year, but at the same time, you're very, very hesitant about it because you don't want to be let down. You don't want to kind of glamorize an otherwise kind of, difficult situation with this whole, the pandemic that the entire world is in and stuff. It's kind of like, well, we want to be hopeful and positive for exciting things taking place in our year. But at the same time, it's kind of like, are we even allowed to have that? So I feel like the dreams card is kind of also indicating for you the importance of going into 2021 and going into January with hopes, okay? Hopes and dreams. I definitely want to see you setting those intentions for that. We have grief and vanity coming up. So I definitely feel when you're stepping into the grief mode that this is hard for you because, having lost someone very close to you, it's kind of like, yes, you're stepping into a brand new year and it's a whole new reset, but you're stepping into a brand new year without a person. And I know this feeling very well because I had to do it too. So it kind of almost makes you feel like, yes, I want to have my hopes and dreams, but at the same time, I feel it kind of feels cruel to step into a brand new year. It's almost like you're walking that much further away from your loved one because having lost them or had them around in 2020, that it's like, it feels weird to not have them around, in 2021. Like, it's almost like they didn't even exist because they weren't around. Their essence wasn't there in this brand new year. So I think that's what that grief card is saying. It's kind of coming up as like, it just feels weird. Okay. The vanity card is also popping up, and I kind of feel like this is Spirit's permission to you. I almost feel like Spirit is telling you that you are allowed to I want to say that they're just saying it's okay for you to feel like if you feel like you're being selfish, it's okay. It is okay for you to step into a new year with hopes and dreams and having, high hopes for good things and wanting good things and positivity and abundance. It's kind of like Spirit is telling you it's okay for you to think this way. So I hope that kind of talks to you because I do feel like that's something you needed to hear, that it's okay for you to step into the 2021 year. Yes, you're still grieving, but you can also step into it with the hopes of a beautiful, abundant year, having your dreams and wishes coming true, The tarot cards coming up too. I really love that the Hierophant is popping up for you because I feel like I said, this is going to be a year of you breaking traditions, a year of you breaking down some old habits and that kind of thing. So I see this happening in January for sure. You're probably going to be setting some kind of maybe some mild New Year resolutions, but I do feel that the Hierophant is definitely indicating breaking some old habits. And we see that happening with the Tower card and the Three of Pentacles. The Tower card obviously is the crumbling of something. The Three of Pentacles is the rebuilding and the restructuring of something. So there is definitely breaking old habits, coming free, setting yourself free from something, breaking traditions, being more rebellious, being more riskful, definitely with January. So get ready for that. The other tarot cards are coming up with the Lovers. Okay, so this could be kind of maybe your paths will cross in January. I know that you have a recent relationship that has been just kind of on the rocks, and I'm not sure if you guys are still on hold or whatnot, or what's going on there, but I really felt called to say that there's going to be crossing of paths. I see this card kind of bringing that up. So be aware of that. If you have someone from the past coming back into your life, that could be the what this is talking about. The Eight of Pentacles is rebuilding. Okay, this is working towards something. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, again, the restructuring. So a lot of this restructuring and rebuilding and breaking down and rebuilding could have to do with a relationship or your love life. It could be your connection connections. This could be a friendship. But January looks to be a very busy month of restructure and just recreating. So beautiful cards. And I love this too, because I do feel like this is Spirit definitely saying that, yes, I understand you're grieving and you're hurting and it's hard to move into a new year without someone that you love so much. But at the same time, they're telling you it's okay to be vain. It's okay to be selfish, right? Like it's okay to have high hopes and wishes and dreams for yourself. So it's kind of like Spirit is giving you permission to do so. And I think you needed to hear that. Okay, let's look into February, I'm sorry. So February, we have truth and integrity, perception, guilt. We have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 7 of Wands, the Guardian of Swords, 2 of Wands. So automatically, I'm hearing Spirit say making a decision, really seeking out, asking yourself what your truth is. I see that with the Ace of Swords. I see that with the 7 of Cups, that there's going to be a major decision that you're going to need to make. Making up your mind, reprioritizing, figuring out what your next move is and what you want. What is at the core here? I see the 10 of Cups is pure happiness. I think you just want to be happy. You want simplicity. You want everything to be okay. Okay. I feel like for February definitely is a good time to come together. We also see, I see the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. To me, this is that choice. This card is really making me think of, your minds like coming together. Like there's a choice to make. There's reprioritizing. And instead of having like all of these different things, these tasks and stuff on your list to do, you're going to minimize it to just one. Okay. So February is to me too, a very get busy, get focused month for you. But I also feel like you're really seeking like a space of peace and a space of simplicity. Something too about seeking your own inner truth. This is going to require you to really step forward and ask yourself, what do I truly desire? What do I truly want? Same thing with the Guardian of Swords, is you're going to be very guarding your minds, your thoughts, your truths. And not letting anyone else manipulate that for you. So the power of your voice and the power of your mind will be very prevalent in February. Something about guilt. So harboring guilt, and I know you were doing this a lot too with your grief process and whatnot, that you harbor a lot of guilt and there's a lot of weight on your shoulders. But I see Spirit bringing forward the perception card. And I feel like they're kind of saying it's pretty much your perception. There's nothing for you to feel guilty for. It's the way you are perceiving the situation that you place this guilt upon yourself. And it's time to set yourself free from that. So maybe that's what that Ace of Swords is. It's kind of saying release the weight from your shoulders. I also like the perception card because this green emerald in the card wrapped around, like we have the butterflies, which is usually in the hummingbird, which are symbols of spirit. I feel like this is the heart chakra. So for the month of February, definitely write down heart chakra month. I really, really want you to work on the heart chakra for the month of February. We have truth and integrity again over here with the oracle card. We have like little cherubs with their wings. I just feel like, butterflies is a symbol for you. Animals with wings is a symbol for you. And then also the truth and integrity definitely kind of, and pretty much means the same thing as the Ace of Swords. So month of February is definitely a powerful month for you to live and speak in your truth. When it comes to making a decision, when it comes to figuring stuff out, it's going to require you to come from a source of truth. And that's going to be a big one for you, especially with that 7 of Cups where you're reprioritizing. The 7 of Wands too, be aware that in February, there could be, some obstacles coming up in your way that are going to try to keep you from gaining, you know, a goal or reaching something or trying to make up your mind, you might notice there's going to be little delays taking place to kind of keep you away from that. But just be aware of that kind of thing. Don't let that get to you. But other than that, that's pretty much all I see for the month of February. A huge month of truth, huge heart chakra month. So like I said, with those chakras, if you're going to be working on meditation, heart chakra for the month of February. Okay, for March. So March, we have listening. I love it. Miracle. Prayer. I really see this energy of your spirit guide coming in this month. We have the Chariot, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Four of Cups, the World, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. You have a double 10. That's the thing too I'm noticing is, that's why I love to use 2 different tarot decks, because I like to see if there's a double minor arcana coming through. This is a strong indication of something that will definitely happen in the month of March. So first off, what I see the Ten of Swords is, it's not something to be afraid of, but I do see this as a need to sacrifice, a need to submit, okay? And a lot of times what we have to sacrifice and submit are to the fears. The fear state is usually what is holding us back. The fears of moving forward on something or a decision or whatever it is usually what keeps us from progressing, okay? So to have a double 10 of Swords, I do feel like that's an indicator of the need, the importance of facing fears for the month of March. March is going to be a heavy month for you. I will say that, okay? March is going to require a lot of strength, okay? So if you have anything major coming up in the month of March, just kind of keep it in the back of your mind. It's going to be very, very important that you're in some kind of prayer, meditation, contact with your spirit guides, okay? The first thing I was thinking of when I saw these 2 cards was your spirit guides are going to very much be coming through, okay? Your connection with spirit, this could be also your connection with your father, is definitely going to be very strong in the month of March. You're being called to listen. So listening is not just with your ears, it's also with your mind, listening with your psychic senses, and listening with your body. So if there's something big happening in the month of March, you know, make sure that you're just tapping into the signs that you feel within you and outside of you. So outside of you signs when you're listening is noticing number sequences that are repetitive, that you're noticing all the time. Noticing a certain song or colors or a certain animal or whatever. That's like really paying attention and listening from the outside perspective. But also listening to within when you're meditating and you're definitely being guided to meditate with the prayer card. Prayer is a form of meditation. So like I said, I do feel like if you're already starting to get yourself into a daily routine of meditating, even if it's just 5 minutes to check in with your energy, then by March, you should already be really good and really in it and really much developed in your meditation. And I wanted to say mediumship too, because I do feel like that's going to be something that's going to start to come out. That miracle, okay? That miracle card makes me feel like there's going to be some kind of connection made, whether it's with your guides, maybe you're going to get a sign from your father, maybe it's going to be something is going to take place, but definitely the month of March tells me that there's going to be something big, okay? We see the World card. So the World card is the card of endings. And what happens after endings is something new and new beginning. The fact that I see like the constellations and stuff, I kind of feel like this is an indicator of, you know, your spirit and connecting with spirit. So that's why I was saying like your connection with your guides, because my guide gives me very much universe and like galaxy vibes. So that's where I was getting it. I'm kind of like my guide is telling me like that's pretty much what the message is here. I don't know exactly when the anniversary is of your father's passing, but something tells me it has to do with March. So if I'm correct on that, let me know. But there's definitely something taking place in March, and of course with the world endings. So I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just say that I wouldn't be surprised if there was something taking place with the month of March, having to do some kind of connection with your father. So that's kind of exciting because you're going to definitely see some connections with him. It could be a dream, it could be a literal spirit vision, it could be anything. That's why spirit is telling you need to listen, okay? And then we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is quiet time. That Four of Cups was also part of your tarot theme for the year. So remember I was saying focusing on the present, don't worry so much about the future. Definitely don't be stuck on the past. This is a good time to be in the present moment, okay? The Chariot card is action, and the Knight of Swords to me is also swift action. So I do feel like the month of March, something major taking place. Definitely action to me with your spirit and intuitive abilities. It could be other things. It could be other physical things that are going to be taking place. Lots of fast pace. This month is going to fly by for you. But beautiful month, definitely. Nothing negative. Don't be afraid of the double Ten of Swords. That's just saying you got to succumb to your fears. And if you have a fear of connection with spirit, or a fear of, whatever your fears are, you got it listed if you have to, but this is going to be a month of facing fears. Succumbing. I'm totally probably pronouncing it wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Submit to your fears. That's the only way you're going to grow and develop. Okay, April. So the month of April, which what I was saying was going to be a big month too, because of the fours. So let's see what April has in store. Ooh, so we have self-acceptance coming up. Growth. I love that. Expansion. Oh, wow. We have the Page of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. The Page of Swords. The Child of Swords, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups. By the look at this, my love, not only is this personal growth that you're going to be dealing with, this is part of that Death card theme, okay? The changes. The month of April, I feel this is your expansion with your clients. I'm seeing a lot of people, okay? We have a lot of court cards. We have 4 of them coming through. And I feel like this is going to say you're going to be either seeing a rush of new clients coming in April, or it's going to be an expansion of your business to reach out to new people, something dealing with people, okay? Something growing within. Expansion and growth just really makes me, and look at, isn't it funny? Like, we see the roots. Remember I was talking to you about your year card dealing with the roots. So I would definitely say pay attention to the root chakra for sure the month of April. But I do see, like, write down in your notes, expansion with your clients or doing something new. There's going to be some business changes taking place. The expansion with the clients, though, with the Two of Cups, that's your one-on-ones, okay? So, like, I do feel like there's going to be new clients coming in or your business expanding. The Eight of Cups, too, I feel is just like you're creating that path. You're walking away from stuff that doesn't resonate. You're changing, and that's definitely part of the theme with the Death card, which was, I was saying, change is taking place, expansion, shedding layers that no longer serve you. When you start to morph your business to get rid of stuff that doesn't work anymore, and then you're embracing more of what does, that's where these new clients come from, right? There's something that they're going to be attracted to. April also is a self-acceptance month. So I feel like if you're working on your personal, you're working on your physical, you're working on your self-love, you're working on being more confident in self, that's going to pretty much expand and like touch on your career. So beautiful cards. I feel April is a very, very good month for you. It'll probably be a nice breath of fresh air, because I'm not saying March is going to be bad, but March has more of a heavier, more of like a dealing with the shadow kind of a month, especially if you're dealing with grief and connection with your father. April is going to be like that breath of fresh air kind of a month. So really, really nice. That's actually very exciting. So I look forward to seeing what comes out of that. Okay. Next we have May. So the month of May, we have music, self-worth. I love these cards. Oh my God. Recovery. We have the Judgment card. Here's your Death card. Your King of Swords. Three of Wands. Here's another Death card. See? Your cards they're like doubling up. And then we have the Elder of Wands, or the King of Wands. So, the theme of your year is death, okay? Death card. You have a double death in this month, for the month of May. The theme of your year being death. This month, I feel, is going to be when this is like your climax for the year 2021. This is the year that you do a lot of checking in. This is the year probably a lot of shedding of the layers. Everything that you've been building up to from January to May will start to come full circle, okay? This might be a month of losing something or someone. This could be a month of shedding a relationship, shedding a friendship, shedding something with your business, shedding something within yourself, okay? The changes. So that's why I'm saying it's very important that you are not afraid of change and transformation, because it's going to happen regardless. So keep that in mind in your notes, the month of May. And then also, if May is also a significant month for you, that's also too. It's a month of change and shedding. Beautiful cards. You have double kings. Double kings, and kings are they're really balanced in their area of life, their area of expertise. So I do feel like, you're on top of things. You're good. You're answering those calls. This is, to me, a spiritual call. When I see judgment, to me, judgment is like your guides calling you, your spirit calling you, God calling you, that they're just kind of saying, hey, I'm checking in, like check in with me. So really good time, especially if you have that miracle that takes place in the month of March. Maybe then you're going to be more connected to your spirit guides. Maybe it will be another extension of that. I see the self-worth and the recovery card too. To me is continuously working on self-love and care for yourself. Really accepting who you are, how you are, the changes that you're going through, all of that. But I see the recovery of self-worth is kind of saying going through a shadow moment and coming out with the key to open the next door. And that's often what happens with the death, okay? With change, with endings comes new beginnings. So you can't go into a new door without the key. Here's the key, okay? So I feel like it's kind of like it comes full circle for you. That there will be a new opportunity opening up, a new pathway opening up, a new idea, a new interest. But it all happens after you shed the layers, okay? And then the music card I love. To me, the music is a melody. It's about... To me, I see music as relaxing. I see it as, tuning in, a form of meditation, a form of self-care. But for you personally, ask yourself, what does music mean to me? Because I could sit here and give you an interpretation of it. And I mean, only you are going to know what the music means. So, so I feel like that's a little personal message for you too. But other than that, I just definitely see this is a power moment for you. It's the climax of your 2021. It's definitely the theme really is going to pop out. It's going to make sense in the month of May for you. I really, really love seeing those double cards come out for you. Okay. And then we have the month of June. So June has intention, quest, passion. So this is the mid-year, the halfway point. We have the Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Star, the Elder of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. So I see this as movement. I see this as when you're going through a new phase of healing with that Star card. The healing card was in the previous month. It's a continuation of that. When you see changes, when you've made major changes from the previous month, right? You're letting go. If this is someone else that you're letting go of, parts of yourself, past, whatever it is, you're still in that healing mode with the Star card. But you're also in this kind of brand new, like a burst of life and passion with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Very earth and fire energy. So lots of passion, but also earth is very grounding and wanting to plant your seeds and grow, right? We also see the Six of Swords here. And to me, the Six of Swords is taking the journey. So now that you have that key that we were talking about from the previous month, you're going to take the journey. You're going to start, making movements towards the new path, the new adventure. So this could correlate into terms of moving. This could correlate into terms of, maybe you take on a new business idea and you start going into that route of doing that. Or this could be, what else could it be? If it's a new relationship that's popping up or blooming, this could be you moving into that journey of a new love life. It's gonna depend on you and your life and where you're at that point. But just kind of have your notes where you kind of list it that, hey, the month of June is like, you're still in healing mode. You just let go of something major. You're ready to move forward with the key that you have. What else do I want to say about this? The quest, the intention, and the passion. To me, this is like the passion and the quest is like that new, brand new newness, that desire, right? When you answer the call of that Judgment card that we were talking about, you have this new desire, this new quest that you feel like you need to do and take part of. So that's part of the journey of the Six of Swords. And then it's an intention too. So intention to me is setting that intention. You're at the beginning of January, you had a wish, right? You had wishes and dreams for the new year. I feel like mid-year, June is going to be a new time to reset new intentions with where you're at in this point of your life after the Death card. Okay. So beautiful. Kind of an exciting way to end the mid-year point because I feel like there's going to be, it's like a reset for you for June. So I love it. Okay, my love. So we are going to start part 3 in the next video. So go ahead and take this time to gather your notes, take a break, and I will see you here for part 3.